feeling that you get when you're performing on stage?
All right, on stage, I've gone through stages of being on stage. So the first stage was being this nervous, directionless anger going on, where I really wanted to prove a point, and it's somewhere in between adrenaline and anger or passion. I sort of zoned out. You know, I would zone out, and I would run through my whole song, and it would be this rush, you know, and I couldn't. Everything turns into like this muffled sound, and lights become really stretched out. Everything's in slow motion. That stopped as I could progressively perform. Now I have a more, I feel in control of what I'm doing. I'm conscious on stage now. So when I'm up there, I know what I'm doing and I know who I'm targeting, you know? And sometimes I'll still zone out a little bit, like I'll have a hot flash or something, but usually I'm pretty much in control, and I think that's an evolved form that just shows me that I've grown. I just basically wrote a song, 2 verses, and it was very New York centralized. There was a lot of references to trains and different cultural things that happen within the city. Even things like going to the chicken spot or taking cabs in the city. But along with that, I made a lot of references also to things that people go through. So I started performing the song out in the public, and I didn't necessarily write a hook for it ever. And what happened was that just because of the fact that I didn't write a hook, I would just randomly say hip hop forever. Because at the end of the first verse, I mentioned something about how people, they may hate on hip hop, but it's a hypocritical situation, because a lot of the times those people that criticize it the most are using slang or dressing just like us, or scribbling little graffiti, you know, in their notebooks so that their name could look pretty or something like that. And whether they like that or not, I was basically making the point that hip-hop is forever, because it doesn't matter. But that's basically what the point was, just the fact that no matter what anybody does, hip-hop has become something so broad that everybody's using it. We need to stop playing Monopoly. Like, this is not Milton Bradley. People think this is a joke. This is not a joke. You know, it's not a joke. Like, I'm just done playing this little Monopoly game with people. You know, Barack Obama ain't gonna do nothing for me. You know, and it's not because I don't have faith in the character. It's because I know that he's playing the game that somebody else built. He's just a pawn on a chessboard. It's all this beauty pageant. And to me, when I see Barack Obama and John McCain out there, you know, freshening up and putting all these articulate little conferences together, there's so much money that's involved. And I'm not stupid. I've read, and I'm not a conspiracy head either. I know that some of these characters are heavily flawed, you know, because of some of the bad decisions they made before. But I'm not going to be running around recklessly telling people that they blew up or the Twin Towers or anything like that, because I don't know the truth. What I do know is that that's not going to affect the people in Washington Heights immediately, you know, and the people in Harlem. That's not going to stop Giselle from you know, giving head to some 22-year-old on a rooftop in Dykeman. You know, it's not. Money rules this country. You know, it's the corporations that have the stronghold on economics, and the presidents of this country do not have a stronghold on economy. It's the person who rules this country has power over economy. They make the corporate decisions. They allow the laws of what you can sell and what you can't sell. And in this country, sex and violence and killing people and dressing naked and making us look like a bunch of little frolicking monkeys and horses is what sells. And Barack Obama ain't gonna do that, you know? And for the Breezy effect. If you're mad that you got dissed in one of my songs, it's not a threat, it just means that you did something wrong. Not only to me, but all those who depended on you. We made you rich with record sales and defended your crews, represented coast to coast and gave you that street cred, praised you as gods who lived large and defeated feds. We watched you eat bread as we slowly died in the hood, hoping that one of you would come back to save us for good. But no one ever came after they had tasted the fame. It was only a matter of time before they tainted the name. Hip-hop was our creation, but you gave it away for 15 minutes. No wonder we're still slaves to this day. We never got a thing but nursery rhymes about mistreating our women, about prematurely breeding our children, cute Dr. Seuss lyrics about killing our kin. So in the end, tell me what makes you any different from them. Hip-hop lasts forever.